See if we can't do a little better today. Having some problems yesterday. Stars weren't aligned. I couldn't get right. Stuff that should have been working wasn't working. So rather than sit there and screw up some rock, I just decided to call it a night and quit. Gotta get my glasses. Never nap without those. Here's the piece of rock we were working on. What was screwing me up was I wanted to hit in here and drive in and get this turtle off of this and flatten this piece out. And I was hyper focused on coming in from this, I don't know what you call it, U-shaped area. But I don't know why. Some of the better knipers may have a better explanation, but for some reason when I hit into curved areas like that, things just don't seem to work out so well. So what I think I'm going to do is bring this edge up and attack the turtle from the opposite direction and see if I can't make that work out for me. I don't get to work a lot of big rock. I do lots of stuff on small rock. So this is kind of not what I'm best at. I don't get a chance to practice it as often. I'm going to turn my fan on real quick. Sorry about that. But I had a lot of distractions yesterday too. I was trying to babysit. We had our nephew here. Trying to keep eyes on them. He's a lot younger than my kids, and I'm just trying to keep eyes on them. It's just difficult all the way around. So I'm going to try to drive into this mass from this platform. And like I was saying yesterday, this is kind of where I get chickened out. I get scared to hit the rock. I'm trying to conserve all my length. I'm trying to be conservative with my width. And I start getting too conservative with it, and end up starting to hit too shallow and start hinging, start crushing a lot of platforms. Really be a little more aggressive with it and hit things a little harder and a little deeper. But with the depth perception issues I have, it gets a little sketchy trying to hit stuff deep like that sometimes. The flakes are pretty thin, so they're shattering, but we got all the way across into here. So we built up here and we struck and we came all the way across. Flake ended right here. So we got into that turtle. There's, you see how it raises up as part of the turtle right there. This is where I also start messing up. I've got this jacked up real high. I got this jacked up real low. So I need to start thinking about fixing that and getting it the way it needs to be. And I think I'm going to hit. This platform's pretty narrow in here for this tool. I want to hit right on that spot right there. And this tool's just a little big, but I got a lot of mass in this ridge right here that I want to get out. So I think I'm going to go indirect on that. And I'm leaning in with a good bit of pressure, and I'm kind of sandwiching this thing between my knees with a good bit of pressure. Get it on the platform. I always like to start out down and then tilt up till I feel that thing seat, and then kind of adjust my angle off of that. Watch out, Zoe. Get back. across from here, from down here all the way up to here. Flake broke into multiple pieces. Actually came off really weird. It came off, there's a divot here, and it jumped up and then rose and came across there. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. Never had that happen before. Platform crushed on me. Crushed on me again. What's up with that? That should have gone. We're driving across. For some reason the flakes are coming off real shallow and they're breaking all the pieces. We're driving all the way, you know, from there to here. That's the length of the flake we're taking. I love watching better nappers hit rock. That was a good one. That one did a lot of good. Maybe I'm finding my range finally. Kind of an odd flake. I had crushed platforms in there and hinges and crap I was dealing with, so it came off. It didn't come off near as flat as I wanted it to, and I'm just happy to get some of that junk off. Now we're getting there. Trying to get up into here and thin this stuff out, and that's exactly what that flake did. Of course, it's a thin flake, it didn't do a whole lot. But when we ain't doing bad, we're doing good, right? This end's pretty thick, and I've got a lot of width to mess with, so I think I want to hit on it some more with some direct. There's a hinge, a little tiny hinge way back here. When I hit on this platform and drive across, it's probably going to hit and make that hinge worse. I got one platform here in this deep U that I don't like. I think I'm going to try to tap it with some indirect and get that hinge off in the middle if I can. Ah, man, and right up to it, almost got it. There's the hinge. Almost. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, right? Piece of rock in my knuckle. wide flake. Parts of it. Another shot at this hinge right here, and it's not bad, but it's enough to cause me problems if another flake runs to it. I got a chance to get at it down this ridge. These corners are a real effective way to come in on these pieces and thin from the ends without losing their length. Like that, that's going to crush. I got to take a big flake. I need a strong edge. And I learned napping from watching YouTube, so it can be done. I'm not great by any means. Love watching Marty on Flint Napping Tips and Flint Napper Jimmy and Paleo Man Jim, Freeze Crack. And I've met some nappers along the way that I can sit with that are much, much better than me and pick things up from them. Pretty critical hit right here. That's what I'm talking about. When you set things up right, there's the hinge right there that we wanted to get off, and we got it off and then some. We spent a lot of time setting that platform up right. We put the rock down yesterday when we were having problems, and now we're starting to do good. That's beautiful. Set up on that corner. We're still maintaining our length. We set up on this corner down here. Didn't like the platform that we had in the beginning. And we set up and we hit on it. We took our time and we did a lot of good. You know, working these big pieces and notching are probably my two biggest weak points. I think I can solve a lot of problems on small rock that a lot of people, I don't know if they can't do it, they just don't want to do it. Waste their time. I'm hitting on the end a little bit, so I'm going to get my fingers under this piece. I don't want this rock bending. I want my fingers underneath this piece. I want my hand on the end, and I'm just going to tap in. Where that flake came off, it made a big divot right here. I don't need flakes to run past there. I need them to run in and clean off this little wall it created. It's not a hinge. The flake dove up, but I just need to clean that little wall off. So I don't need flakes to go very far at all. Just a little bitty ticks. That was another real big flake right here. It came off into multiple pieces. So now I've kind of screwed up. I wasn't paying attention. I took a platform bite that I liked because it was a good one, and I took it out of the middle, and I've still got some thickness up here. So now I've set myself up to break in the middle. I'm not too worried about it. My piece is still thick enough that I don't think it's going to be a problem. But don't set yourself up for mistakes. Life will be a lot easier. John Wayne said, life's hard, it's even harder when you're dumb. Don't do dumb stuff. I'm holding this thing. I mean, I'm really bracing this rock up. I'm holding my back here around where I want to hit. I'm trying to isolate that between my fingers. And I'm holding underneath the rock. You see me getting these two fingers up underneath here. So I'm holding it to where it can't bend, hopefully. Missed my platform. Still did okay, but it would have been a lot better if I'd have hit where I was aiming. I got it. You new guys that are out there, and you watch these guys on video take these big, huge flakes, don't get discouraged, because it's not as easy as it looks. I still struggle with it. I think I've been napping about 4 years maybe. Most of the stuff I picked up, I learned from YouTube, watching Freeze Crack, and especially Jack Crafty. If you've watched any YouTube napping videos, you'll see I pretty much use the exact same understyle that he does. He's a lot better at it than I am. And I've been fortunate. I've been involved on some websites where we talk about napping, and met some really good people through the internet. James Hopper, Fogman, one of the best of the best. Most of these guys are willing to talk to you and help you. You just reach out to them. Kind of straighten that edge up. It's still not super pretty, and it's still got some ugliness we got to veil, but other than this one big knot down here in the base, we've gotten a lot of that up and down zigzag crap out that we had in there earlier. I'm gonna drop down to a little smaller bopper. I'm just trying to raise the edge so I can attack this mast. Little short flakes. Try to attack this mast on the butt end of this thing. Kids will be home in a minute, then I'll have all kinds of distractions again, and I'll probably start making a bunch of mistakes like I did yesterday. I don't know what was going on yesterday, man. It just, nothing could get right. Nothing I hit went right. After I turned the video off, I went and got another big spall, one of the biggest, not spalls, one of the biggest chunks of rock I had to hit on. I was just going to spall on it some just to try to build my confidence back up a little bit. And first hit I made on that rock, it fell all to pieces. It had a bunch of cracks inside it. You got to be careful on these long pieces. Even those little taps can fold these things up in the middle. Whenever I'm hitting, I've got my fingers bridged up between the places that I'm hitting to support it. Going uphill quite a bit. I don't like that. Minutes is long. We went right up the hill and got right up onto the peak of it. And this is some of the mess I wanted to get off that thickness right there. And something about this I don't like the way this platform looks at all. There's kind of a step up to get there, and in my experience it's not going to make the step. So kids are going to be home. I'm fixing to have some distractions. I'm going to put it down and we'll pick it up again later, but got a little bit of a wave to it. We still got enough width. We can fix that pretty easy. We'll still get a pretty nice point out of it. We haven't lost a lot of the length that we were trying to keep from the original piece. So things are going good. There's the bus.